Hello, what's up, and what's happening? Let me apologize for my Steeler franchise, Espn for 2K fans. I have been slacking on the series, but it's time to get back into it. Now the Niners, they fall to 1-6 as they lose 20-7 to the Bears, and of course the Bills. Nobody circles the wagon like the Buffalo Bills. They beat the Arizona Cardinals 20-14. The Cowboys, they fall to the Detroit Lions. Lions, they move on to 3-4, and the Cowboys, they fall to 2-5. The Ravens, they beat up on the Eagles 28-14, and that's our opponent for this game. We will be taking on the Eagles. Now we gotta travel to Minnesota, and Dante Culpepper looking, throwing, steps up in the pocket, finds the big boss, Randy Moss, with a one-handed catch. My goodness, that was so pretty. Amani Toomer, he had 5 catches for 79 yards in a TD, but it doesn't mean nothing because the Vikings, they get the victory. The Packers, they beat up on the Redskins 31-17, excuse me. The Jets beat up on the Dolphins 31-28. They get a 3-point victory there. The Chiefs, they fall to the Colts, and the Colts are 5-2 and doing their thing in the regular season. But we know they can do the thing in the regular season, but can they do the thing in the postseason? Now the Raiders, they travel down south to sunny San Diego, and you see Rich Gannon getting hand the ball off to Hambrick, and Hambrick, he's going to go to the corner, he's going to get into the end zone untouched, and the Raiders, they get a 5-point victory, 24-19 over the 2-6 San Diego Chargers. Now the Seahawks, they beat up on the Panthers by 10, 31-21. The Panthers are 3-4, and the Seahawks are 6-1. We got our tails handed to us 21-0. The Patriots, they did business in our last game. The Bengals, they fall yet again. 3-4 is their record as the Tennessee Titans are rolling 8-0. Now it's time for a showdown in Houston. The Jaguars, they're in town, and their special teams is special as they got Mathis back there returning the punt return, and he's going to do work as he takes that thing to the crib. Touchdown Jaguars, and they'll need that touchdown because they win this one by 4, 27-23, and the Texans have one victory. So sad indeed. The Falcons, they beat the Broncos 27-10. Rookie watch, Herman Lynch, defensive tackle from Missouri. He looks to be a first-round draft pick in this upcoming draft. Then you got Summers, a defensive end from Memphis. He's looking to be a high-paid man as well, as he looks to go in the first round of this year's draft as well. Your primetime players, Ray Lewis, 16 tackles plus a sack. Sharper, he had 15 tackles plus 2 INTs. And then you got the quarterbacks, Champagne 10, and of course the balding one, Hasselbeck. But that's going to do it for Sports Center. Let's get right into this week's game. We are taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Pittsburgh's faithful is here. We're ready to get things going. We have got to come back after that loss. We got our butts handed to us versus New England. The game was in Pittsburgh. It wasn't like we had to travel to New England. The game was in Pittsburgh, and we got our butts straight handed to us, and a 20-0 victory for the Patriots versus us. So we have to do our thing versus the Philadelphia Eagles, and right off the bat, we have a kick that gets to about the 12-yard line. That's going to be Buckhalter. He gets up to the 20, makes a move at the 30, has running room past the 40-yard line, and finally gets brought out of bounds at the 44. So that's going to be solid field position for the Philadelphia Eagles as Donovan McNabb. He's going to start things off with the empty backfield. He's going to drop back the pass, looking for not Mr. 81 Terrell Owens, but Mr. 87 Ty Pinkston, and he makes a big-time catch, and that's going to result in a 1st and 10. Now they get the ball up that gut to Westbrook, breaks a tackle, then he gets brought down by 2 Pittsburgh Steelers defenders, but now he picks up a fresh set of downs for the Eagles. You see his numbers for the season so far, 737 yards on the ground at the halfway point of the season. Drop back the pass. McNabb's going to find Ty Pinkston. Look at him breaking tackles, looking like T.O., but he's going to make another catch and pick up another first down. So the ball is at the 11-yard line to give us to Westbrook, getting around the outside, and he's going to get this thing down to about the 2-yard line, 2nd and 1 from the 2. Single back set for the Philadelphia Eagles to get the ball to Brian Westbrook, and he's going to do the rest as he jumps into the end zone. Touchdown Philly, and they're going to take a early 7-0 lead. Andy Reid, he's all excited and stuff. Probably going to have a big old jelly donut after this game. Now they give us to Jerome Bettis up that guy, and he's going to pick up a gain of 2, and it has been tough sledding for Jerome Bettis after his miraculous first game of the season versus the Oakland Raiders. So we give the ball to Deuce Staley. He does know better, as he's only able to pick up 1 yard. So we drop back the pass with Big Ben Roethlisberger. We're looking for Plexico Burress. He can't hang on to it, and we go 3 and out. So Philly, they take back over, up by 7 to give this to Westbrook, but down he goes. Big time stop right there. But Westbrook is able to pick up a gain of 3, making it 3rd and 7. Man in motion, that is Lewis. They're going to have 3rd and 7 now from the 48-yard line. Drop back the pass is McNabb. Has a man open, and he could not connect the dots. And the Steelers, they force a 3 and out. So we get the ball right back going to the bus. The running game really isn't going, but we have to keep Philly honest because my family is back there. What up, Brian Dawkins? Dropping back the pass, looking for a man. We're going to find Hines Ward and Hines Field, and he's going to pick up a big first down. Move those chains for the Steelers. Dropping back the pass is Big Ben Roethlisberger, looking for Plexico Burress. Makes the catch this time, and that's going to be a fresh set of downs for the Steelers. You see his numbers down that line. He has 3 TDs on the season. There's going to be another stat that shows that he does have 3 TDs. I know I didn't play this for a while, but I know that we got Plexico Burress in the end zone. So Jerome Bettis, he's going to pick up about 5 right there. We're going to roll out. Big Ben with time. Roethlisberger over the middle, going to find Plexico Burress, who goes up top, right upside the head of the defensive back, makes the catch and picks up a much-needed first down on 3rd down. Now it's 2nd and 8. We're going to drop back the pass with Big Ben again under pressure, and he's going to go down in the hands of Kalu, and now it's going to be 3rd and 15, 3rd and long. Big Ben got to get something going, and that pass looked like it was a little bit out front of the reach of Plexico Burress. So we're going to have to settle for a field goal. So Reed comes out to attempt the 48-yard, and the kick is up. And the kick is good. It's money. Down by 4 now late in the 2nd quarter. Can our defense get a much-needed stop? Donovan McNabb over the middle finds Lewis, but Lewis cannot find the ball. He must have forgot his hands in the hotel room. What is going on? Donovan McNabb, that's classic Donovan McNabb. 4 completions in a row. What else is new? Donovan dropped back the pass, and look at that catch right there by Lewis. Incredible catch by the big tight end. Goes over the top of the Steelers DBs and makes a big-time catch. Check out the numbers for Donovan McNabb. Has 11 TDs, 7 INTs on the season so far. Donovan McNabb going to throw this one backwards, so it will be considered a run, and that's going to be a nice run by Westbrook, beasting and feasting down the sideline. Huge gain on the play right there, and that was a big-time play by Brian Westbrook. Now Donovan McNabb dropping back the pass under a little bit of pressure, but he sits pretty in the pocket. Gonna find T.O. and Terrell Owens gets a touchdown, making it a 14-3 ball game. Philadelphia's sideline is going crazy because T.O. can make some big-time plays. Ben Roethlisberger under pressure. He gets sacked by Kalu again, and he has his 2nd sack of the game so far. Roethlisberger drop back the pass, make that sack number 3 for Kalu. Our left tackle's getting beat like he stole something. Roethlisberger looking, throwing, firing this one over the middle. He's going to find Plexico Burress, and Plexico Burress going to pick up a what? He's going to pick up a fresh set of downs. Big time play by Big Ben. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We call the exact same play, and we get the exact same result, picking up a big time first down and a big chunk of yards on that one as well. Roethlisberger throwing this one to the right side, going to find Hines Ward. Only picks up a gain of 6, but positive yards are always a good thing. Now Roethlisberger over the middle to Plexico Burress, who is having a Pro Bowl type season. He is just beasting and feasting, over 100 yards already on only 5 catches. So 1st and 10 for Big Ben. We ain't running the ball because the running game ain't working. Big Ben rolls to the left side, gonna find Hines Ward. Brian Dawkins was going, and I love me some Brian Dawkins, but he was never that good in coverage. I'm just saying. 2nd and 10, going over the middle, gonna find Plexico Burress, gets into the end zone. Touchdown Pittsburgh, and now it is a 1-possession game as we are now only down by 4. 14-10 is the score. You see Plexico Burress giving the ball to the fans, making the fans happy. Now let me clarify. Brian Dawkins is a great free safety. Brian Dawkins was great in zone coverage, but man coverage was never really his forte. But then again, Philadelphia Eagle fans, y'all did not pay him to play man coverage. I'm just saying. Had to clarify for all my Brian Dawkins lovers. I am one of them, and I don't want y'all to think I'm a Brian Dawkins hater. Had to clarify that. So anyways, man, as you check out the halftime stats, you see that our running game is pathetic, but our passing game has 154 yards to 74 yards for the Philadelphia Eagles. But the Eagles, they are on top of of a score, 14-10. But luckily for us, we will start the second half, with the ball. So Big Ben over the middle, first play of the second half. That pass is intercepted. They had a nice little zone blitz right there. The Eagles, they sent the linebackers on a blitz, and they dropped the defensive lineman back in coverage, and we ended up throwing the slant route right into the hands of the defensive lineman, and that results in the INT. So now Philly, they can really put us in a hole right now, as about to say Ben Roethlisberger. That's not Ben Roethlisberger. That's Donovan McNabb. He's going to find Todd Pinkston for another big-time catch. Now he's going to find Todd Pinkston again, headed to the end zone, but he forgot the football, and that fumble will go into the end zone, and that's going to result in a touchback. So we will take over, got some luck on our side, and we're going to give the ball to the bus. The bus trying to get something going, but a gain of 5 isn't bad at all. 2nd and 5 now for Big Ben Roethlisberger, going over the middle, and look at Plexico Burr splitting the coverage, having a huge game in this one like he does in every single game. They'll give us to the bus. Got to keep Philly honest. Even though the running game really isn't working, we continue to pick up positive yards. It might be 2, might be 3. That time we pick up 6. Then we go over the middle again. They cannot stop Plexico Burr. They keep on playing that zone defense, and we keep on chewing it up like candy. I like candy, so I say candy. 8 catches, 171 yards for my man Plexico Burr. Get the ball to Jerome Bettis again. Not the best running game, but he's picking up positive yards, so we might as well keep doing it. And now we're going to find Hines Ward over the middle, and Hines Ward is going to pick up a big first down. We compare the stats, and yes, I know Hines Ward probably wants the ball a little bit more, but Plexico Burr is a flat-out beast. I'm just saying. And then, oh my gosh, watch out for the bus. Somebody get the license plate number on number 36, because he just ran that man over. So we're going to take a 3-point lead, 17-14 to score, but Brian Westbrook in the Philly offense is like, we are coming back. Gain of 8 right there for Westbrook. He has 8 carries for about 67 yards. Dropping back the passing and call that a run because I was backwards, and he puts it on the turf, and Scott is Johnny on the spot as he gets that ball back for the Pittsburgh offense. Big time play by the steel curtain. So we're going to drop back the pass, and Big Ben, no, he puts it on the turf himself, but luckily Ross, I believe his name is Ross, he jumps on top of that, and we get the ball back, or we hold on to the ball, I should say, but we end up going 3 and out because that pass was incomplete. Even if he would have caught it, he still would have been short of first down, but we might have been able to get a field goal, and that might be important as we move forward. So to give us a Westbrook, this time he hangs on to it for a gain of 7. 2nd and 3, Joey Porter coming in, and he ain't playing no games. Big time play by double nickel, Mr. 55 making plays right there. 3rd and 6, now they're going to drop back the pass. They're going to find Mitchell, the other Mitchell. There's 2 Mitchells, I believe. 80 was Mitchell as well. He's going to make a big time catch. Now they're going to get the ball to Westbrook again. Breaks a tackle, gets away from another, heading down the left sideline. Finally gets bumped out of bounds by Ike Taylor, but not until he picks up a big first down, and that's going to put him over the 102 mark for today's game. Drop back the pass, but down he goes. Joey Porter came untouched, unblocked. You got to get number 55 blocked, man. He is a freaking beast off of the edge. Drop back the pass is McNabb, and that pass will fall incomplete. So the Eagles, they're going to have to try for a very long field goal, and the Akers kick is up. And the Akers kick is good. So David Akers, he's going to tie this thing up at 17 all. And now it's time for Big Ben to get us the lead right back with 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Nice pass right there by Big Ben Roethlisberger as he finds Mays. Mays makes the catch, and look at the numbers. Plexico Burr, 800 yards on 38 catches. He is flat out beasting and feasting. Mays is like, don't forget about me. Back-to-back catches for Mr. number 89, and he's going to pick up another fresh 1st and 10. 2-minute warning now. We get the ball to Jerome Bettis. And the bus, he's going to pick up a gain of 6. Nice gain right there. 14 carries, 45 yards. Again, not the best, but he's continuing to get positive yards, so we will continue to give him the football. We find Hines Ward over the middle, and when Hines Ward picks up a first down, give it to him, baby. Move those chains. Big Ben Roethlisberger's under pressure again, and again he gets sacked. Roethlisberger fires this one over the middle, and that's going to be dropped by Plexico Burr. So this ball game is going to overtime, right? Not so fast. Dropping back the passes of Donovan McNabb. Donovan McNabb is going to find Todd Pinkston. Todd Pinkston, he is doing his best TO performance as he gets this one down in the Pittsburgh Steelers territory. Right there, Joey Porter comes up clutch with a huge sack, and that is a clutch sack because on the very next play they go for a field goal and they miss it by an inch. If he had just, if they were just an inch closer, that ball goes over the upright, and this game is over. But luckily for us, this ball game is going to overtime, where we win the toss and we get the ball first. And Big Ben, he ain't gonna waste no time. Gonna find Hines Ward, and Hines Ward does what? Picks up a first down. I should say future Hall of Famer Hines Ward. Yes, I do believe he will be in the Hall of Fame. Right there, Plexico Burst, with your 9 catching behind, he drops another pass, and now it's going to be third down. And on the previous play, we were calling for a flag. This time, we do get it, which is good. So we get the pass interference call, and this drive will continue. 2nd and 7 for Big Ben Roethlisberger. Are we going to run the ball? No. We're going to pass it with our rookie quarterback, and rookie Big Ben, he is a grown man tonight as he finds Plexico Burst, and that's going to result in a field goal attempt to kick us up. And the kick is good. So an absolute thriller. Big time game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We get back on track. We move to 6-1-1, and the team that we tied with, the Cleveland Browns, we will be playing them in the next video, and I will be putting 2 games in the one video like I do with my other series from here on out. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I enjoyed bringing it to you. Hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day, and I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace.